so far, it's not bad, but there's no trees. Hmm. Alright. This isn't bad. Honestly. Ooh, what the fuck? This doesn't look bad. It's a decent start for a world, especially with this big ass cave nearby. I guess I'll set up. Guess I'll set up base somewhere. You goon, you swine. Stop attacking me. It's not worth it. Fucking ghouls, I swear to God. They always after me for no reason. I did nothing. I like that cave, but I want to find a village. They make the game far easier. I mean, if I can't find one, I can just make one. I've done it before. But it's kind of annoying. Honestly, all I really need is a good nether spawn, and I don't really care about the rest. Honestly, I don't know how YouTubers do it. Like, they just talk constantly, endlessly. I get out of things to say in the first 5 minutes. It's half the reason why I don't like making videos on my own. But editor Ian wants me to. Oh, speaking of which, editor Ian. He told me I need to make a video myself and edit it myself. This will be my first attempt at that. I hope y'all enjoy. But yeah, I really do not know what to say in any of this at all. I have no plans for this world either, really. I just plan to set up like a good base. Get a bunch of villagers, I guess. Beat the game on my own, of course. But after that, I really have no ideas. I heard the best way to like keep yourself interested in the game is to do things you don't normally do. Like that's why it's like the Minecraft phase of you play it for 2 weeks, then you never touch it again for another year. You play it again for another 2 weeks. It's because everyone always does the same thing every time they leave and come back. But if you try new stuff, like, I don't know, making a conduit or something, like, what I heard is if you usually play the game just to completion, make a conduit. If you usually play the game just to build, go beat the game. Just try all the things in the game you don't usually do, which is good advice. When you get bored of something, try something new with the thing. But the problem is, I've done a little bit of everything in Minecraft, so it's all kind of boring. Like, I haven't made a conduit before. I haven't beaten the game on my own before, but I've beaten it before. I've played with conduits before in creative. I really don't know what to do then. Anyway, right now I'm just collecting wool to make a bed. Honestly, I think my goal for this first episode is to just make a passable base. Yeah, my goal is to make a passable base, which I'm not really sure what I want it to be yet. Maybe some kind of villager house type thing. Like, I've seen some clay around here, and if I can find a third sheep, I'll figure out where to place my base. Oh my god. Were there only 2 sheep in this entire world? What is going on? Am I going insane? No. No, I'm not going insane. There's a sheep right here. I found the third wool. And I've completed the first goal. Everyone clap. And now with that, I can run face first into the cave and not fear anything. Yippee! Time to sprint into the hole. Ow. Ugh. There we go. I hate skeletons. I need that. I don't see anything quite, I don't know, interesting yet. That is a cavern. That's a cavern. Ah, fuck. Well, I don't really want to die. Balls. Okay, I'll do that later. I'll go into the cave later. I'm not really missing those torches that much. I still have to do my project in biology. I have to make like some knockoff newspaper section about like an animal I picked. Like about their habitat, their niche, how they evolved. I chose the like it gave us options for animals and not just animals, like life forms in all the kingdoms, like Animalia, Plantia, whatever the other ones are. I honestly don't remember. This unit of biology has been so boring. But that project is due in like 20, 23 and a half hours. I haven't started it. We've had 3 weeks. But yeah, I chose the capybara because it's just a funny little creature. Well, I say little, but it's the world's largest rodent. It's like if a guinea pig was more pig than anything else. They're basically like giant guinea pigs that weigh 100. No, they weigh like 80 to 170 pounds. They're funny creatures. I think they might be some of like. I think they might be like the third most memed animal in the entire world. That is a ruined portal. Like, yeah, they're one of the most memed animals in the entire world, and it's deserved because they're just calm for no reason. I wonder. All I need is a dumb pickaxe, and I have enough obsidian there. Of all the wood types in this game, I get all the memes about birch being like the ugliest one, but it's not terrible. Like, if all I had was birch, I wouldn't really like it, but I'd use it. Like, birch and oak are the two basic Minecraft woods, you know? Doesn't matter that my favorite one is dark oak wood. I know it's rare, so I don't really mind using it. I don't mind not using it in any of my builds. I don't mind using birch, even though it's the most common one, pretty much. But yeah. I'm trying to figure out what I really want to do with my base. So I don't want it to be the same box I always make. I don't want it to be the same wooden box I make with all of my houses in any Minecraft world I've ever made. because that's just kind of boring, you know. But I can't build. I've tried to build before. I'm not really that good at it. Like on the main server world I have with my friend editor Ian. Like I built a cave, which is pretty cool. Like I dug a cave out. I did a bunch of bullshit. I started a base and never finished it. I just sleep in unused villager houses because all of our villagers died because we didn't light up the village in the first few nights. I wonder. Okay, let's see. So I do want. I want to use wood in my build. I know that. A Minecraft house without wood just looks wrong. Unless it's like concrete and a mesa. Or not concrete. Terracotta. Or actually, mud bricks are pretty cool. I might try something with those. Yeah, mud bricks, clay, brick. I don't usually use brick. It takes too long to make. Like, I've made netherrack bricks for a build before. Pain. This is a cool, like, I don't even know what to call it. It's not a cave. It's more of a divot. Not exactly a canyon. More a hole in the ground. A sinkhole. That sounds about right. Oh. Gold doesn't... Okay. I'm only a little stupid. Nothing. Actually, what is this? I might use some of the... Yeah, granite. Honestly, if granite bricks are a thing, I'd use those. That'd be cool as hell. Like, those 3 blocks. It's like granite, diorite, andesite. They're all kinda useless. Like, it'd be cool if they were better. They're not even better. Like, they're used well in some builds that I've seen them in, but I've never seen them in any builds, really. They go well in, like, themed builds. Like, I've seen builds of, like, the Pale Swamp, where they use diorite with the wood. You know, it's white stone, white and gray wood. It fits. Alright. I also need to make a farm soon. Because just sprinting around is going to... Sprinting around isn't going to be conducive to my long-term health. Oh god, it's skeletons. Why is it always skeletons? Okay, yeah. This is something. This place sure is. Okay, there we go. I thought this was just another divot. And fuck. Now that I have full health, I'm just gonna sprint on in. Oh. Hmm. If I just keep running, I'll find diamonds eventually. Yeah, if I just keep sprinting around, I'll find diamonds. Then after that, I'll actually get like armored up, get iron. There's a diamond. But my luck is terrible. I usually only find one veins. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I found enough diamonds to justify going and getting iron. Oh, would you look at that? 6, 7. 8. 9. 10. Damn. So I found at least 10 diamonds. That's enough for half a set of diamond armor. Definitely enough to get a pickaxe. Okay, this is gonna be almost fun. And yeah, it's just water. All I need is like 30 iron is enough for a full set, I think. Full set and pickaxe. I might definitely use some of this netherrack in my build. I mean, it's free. It's netherrack for free. Why wouldn't I use it? That's a swamp. Fuck, I reset my shaders. Yeah, if you want to know what my shaders are, I have zero idea. That is editor Ian's knowledge, and not mine. He just installed them one day. So he said my game looked trash. And I agree, this looks far better than base Minecraft. Oh, that's a spruce tree. I can use spruce wood. Yeah, that's a swamp. Some strange world generation, too. Cool. I've used spruce in a lot of my builds. I'm not going to use it in this one. sugar cane is useful. Like, if you don't want the stuff, it's everywhere, but if you look for it for 5 seconds, like, if you want to find sugar cane for even a second, it'll just vanishes. Shit does not like being found. Where did I put my water? My water bottle is gone. I can't do this without water. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? I found my water. It was behind me. I'm a little stupid. Okay. I need to find a spot for my base. No, do I find a spot or iron? Well, I'll find a spot that I'll get iron. This is cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really have no idea. Everywhere I look, I find cool looking stuff, but nowhere I'd want to, build a base. Like over here would be a good area. Down there would be a good area where I have my stuff placed. Up there on that hill would be a good area. Over in the swamp would be a good area. Well, I mean, it's a pretty big cave right here by me. Yeah. Alright, yeah, this'll be... I guess I'll just say fuck it and do it here. I mean, I'm right near a big cave with a lot of natural resources. Even if I don't stay forever, I'll get enough stuff that when I do pack up and leave, I won't need to mine for a while. About 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 7 by 5. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie to you all. Uh-huh. be fine for now. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Fuck. And where would I want my about here? Okay, yeah. Looks about fine. I've come to a conclusion. I need a second bed. It'll look better. All right. Yeah. All right. I need food. And I see cows and pigs. I should put them in a farm. But I need food to farm them in the first place. That should be enough. Yeah. Okay, I need wheat anyways, so there should be rope fences in Minecraft. Okay, there needs to be a lot more stuff in Minecraft because they have the bones to have some of the coolest stuff in any sandbox game, and they don't. They just don't have a lot of the stuff that make the game so much cooler. I know I know why Mojang doesn't add vertical slabs. They said it themselves. They want their players to be more creative with their builds, which I don't necessarily agree with. I think there should be vertical slabs. Like, I get it. Limitations, they breed creativity and all that. I get that. I respect that. But sometimes, I think they're just shooting themselves in their own feet, you know? Like, for example, copper. It's so useless. I'll admit it, it's a good block for builds. I've used it in a handful. Like, especially when it's with tough bricks. That's great. That's awesome. Oh, leave me alone. But yeah, that stuff, it looks pretty good with tough bricks. The copper lights are pretty good. I'll never complain about having more light sources in Minecraft. But what I can complain about is that it's useless outside of builds. I get why they did it. They didn't want to have, like, another iron. I understand that. I respect that. But they didn't have to make it another iron. Iron has its own uses outside of armor and tools. You can make hoppers. You make hoppers, lanterns, all kinds of stuff. But that's something I want to talk about too. Lanterns. Copper lanterns, I think they'd be like so easy to add. And they do nothing but make the game just that little bit better, a little bit cooler. Because I feel like copper lamps, copper soul lamps would look so good in so many builds. But yeah, it looked good in so many more builds. Yeah, vertical slabs, I get why they don't add those. They want their players to be more creative. Copper, it doesn't have as many uses as I want it to. Yeah. But something like maybe electricity? Nothing crazy, I mean. But like, we already have redstone. That's borderline electricity type. But imagine electricity. Like, electricity in Minecraft would be so awesome. Like, you make copper wire. Like, you take copper, you make it into wire. It'd be like, I don't know, 3 copper nuggets in a line. Makes 9 copper wire. You can make batteries and stuff. Like, you can make batteries, you can make buttons, solar panels. That's already a thing. You have daylight sensors. And, like, I feel like it'd be so easy. Like, a few small things would make the game so much cooler. Or like rope fences. That'd be cool. Yeah, rope fences, copper buckets. Copper buckets would be awesome. God, I really can't like put my words properly. But I have so many ideas for so many little things that make Minecraft way better. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm a troglodyte. I'm not good with games. I tried to code once and I almost ripped my computer in half. Like, I there's a reason I haven't made a game yet, even though I want to, and I have a game engine downloaded on my computer. Because I'm stupid. I'm the first to admit that. I don't know how to make anything. I know how to draw and I know how to write, and I'm far better at drawing anyways. But I have a lot of ideas that I think would be good for a game, because I play games a lot. You know, it's why, like, when someone's like, if someone is making something and they're proud to say they've never done anything else related to it in their lives, be worried. Like how the crew behind the Halo show was proud to say they never played the games. Like, that's a massive red flag, you know? Like, if someone who clearly doesn't play games in their own life takes over a game company, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do. It's going to be trash. You can't make something good without having, like, any passion. And I have a lot of passion for games. Yeah, I have a lot of passion for games. I love games. I want to make a Souls-like eventually. Dark Souls is my favorite game of all time. Minecraft is like second, maybe third. It and Elden Ring are kinda... No, they're not interchangeable. Who am I kidding? Minecraft is number 2, Dark Souls number 1, Elden Ring somewhere in the top 5. Number 3 is Black Ops 2 very easily. Like, I love games. I'm passionate about games. I feel like I can make a good game if I ever learned how to code. Hell, it's like why I'm making my own comics. I love comics. A lot of people who are like high up... No, I can't speak. Like, you can feel it. A lot of people who are like really higher ups in comics and stuff, a lot of them don't like comics. A lot of them don't read comics. And that's why you can tell when someone there actually does read comics. You can tell. You can tell when someone in charge really loves what they're working with. Like, it's not what I was talking about exactly, but like the creators of a lot of these comics, they love comics. They put their whole, like, all of their passion into it, you know? I love comics. I love manga. I love anime. I'm writing a manga one-shot right now. It's inspired by, like... It's inspired by MHA, Marvel Comics. Because that's the stuff I've read. That's the stuff I like. I have a longer ongoing idea, but that's not going to be done for, like, years and years. That's inspired by... It's called Style. It's inspired by Baki. It's inspired by stuff like Baki, stuff like Hunter x Hunter, stuff like Sakamoto Days, stuff like Kengan Ashura. Kengan is so good. Kengan Ashura is so good. It kind of fits into my point too, because Kengan Ashura, it's a great, great thing. The art is amazing. The story is amazing. It's one of the best written manga I've ever read in my life. But Kengan Omega, you can feel that they've lost their passion for it. Like, you can feel it in the art, you can feel it in the choreography, you can feel it in the storytelling. That they're just working on Kengan because it's made them money. Hell, it's why the writer for Kengan, he also has Star Strike at Rich, Donbaru. He's even making a new one from what I've heard. Like, there's Fist of the Seeker. That's like 5 or 6 series this one man is working on. I don't think. And, like, you can feel it. You can feel Kengan doesn't have that passion anymore. Like, with the Real Champion tournament, that is, like, the most widely hated thing in the entire universe of Kengan, I'm pretty sure. Like, every time I went into a fan space while that tournament was going on, all I saw was straight hatred for it. Until, the last fight. Which some people liked it, a lot of people didn't. I liked it. But, I liked it, but I've been told I'm bad at liking things, honestly. Like, I like pretty much everything. So when I don't like something, it, it's like universally hated. Hell, half the time I like stuff that people hate. Like the music I like, my friends all call it absolute garbage. Like, I don't care that the music is repetitive. I don't care about anything. I think it sounds good. I think it sounds good, so it's good. Like, people who put parameters on liking things are bad at liking things. You know? Like, if someone gets uppity about, like, beats per minute of a song or something, I automatically stop listening to them about music. Like, I don't care if it has a strange beats per minute. I don't care if, like, the background is repetitive. It doesn't matter. It sounds good. If I think it sounds good, it sounds good. If I think it sounds bad, it sounds bad. No amount of arguing is going to change that. I don't care. Like, going back to my thing about, like, being passionate about what you make, my favorite manga of all time, Hajime no Ippo. You can tell that the creator is passionate about it. Like, the way chapters come out with Ippo kind of annoys me a little bit, but I also, like, respect it a lot. Because Ippo is not weekly. Not in the slightest. It's like 1 to 3 weeks per chapter. Like, chapters come out when they're done. Which, like, I get that. I respect it. It can be a little annoying at times when you're in the middle of, like, a massive fight and they're like, oh yeah, 2 months. You'll get next chapter in 2 months. And then the next chapter comes out and it's just the characters talking. It's just them thinking in their heads, oh my god, this guy is good. While they, like, circle around the ring or something. Like, that can be a little annoying at times, but you can tell in everything that Ippo does. In all of it, you can feel the passion for boxing. You can feel the love for boxing. Like, the way they describe all of it, the way the art is done. The art in Ippo is some of the best I've ever seen. The way the motion is, like, conveyed and showed, it's crazy. All of those hits look like they would rip someone to pieces in real life. And that's probably how it feels if you're actually in the boxing ring. Like, Ippo has gotten me to want to box, but there's nowhere to box in my town. I think boxing will be fun as hell. Are you kidding me? You get into a ring, and you just punch each other. Boxing isn't technically just punching, there's a lot of footwork, there's a lot of finesse to it. Like, once you get down to it, boxing is I punch you harder than you punch me, I win. You know, it's the simplest of martial arts. There's no flips, there's no hops, there's no ground game, there's no grappling. It's just punch versus punch. It's you versus him with everything both of you have. That shit seems awesome, and you can feel that in Ippo. Like, yeah, there's tricks, there's finesse. Like, Ghetto. The Ghetto fight. I've heard a lot of hate for it, but it's awesome. Like, it's just one... It's one guy whose whole thing is he's not the best boxer, but he's talented. And he uses tricks. And he's a national champion. He's like if Aoki was like... He's like Aoki if there weren't boxers above him, you know? It's like if Aoki was born into a weaker country. Because as much as Japan gets clowned on in like Ippo and stuff, like a lot of people talk about, oh, Japan, it doesn't have it. Japan barely has any world champions and all that. Like, yeah, that's true. But the current generation of boxers in Ippo is just ridiculous. That's why it feels like Japan is like the strongest country. You have people like Sendo. You have people like Sendo, Miyata, Takamura, Mashiba, who just wrapped up his title fight, which I don't like the ending of, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not my place to judge. I'm not the one who's been writing this story for twice as long as I've been alive. Like, yeah. Malcolm Ghetto. Like, all the little tricks he does. A lot of people hate them, but I love them. They're awesome. Like, yeah, he's a realistic boxer. I don't get why people hate him. The same reason people hate, like, Wally. Or Wolai. I've seen his name spelled 7 different ways. It's ridiculous. But yeah, like, Wally. His whole thing is, like, you know, he's the wild. He's entirely talent with no experience. And that's awesome. I've also heard a lot of people say, like, they've shown hatred for how the small, tiny blows Ippo did to his body slowed him down. Which I kind of agree with. Like, I feel like it could have been conveyed better. That those small hits, like, the way they were drawn, they look like love taps, which is what I've heard a lot of. But I agree with that, you know? All of those hits look like they're soft as hell. So it kind of feels like it's just... It's kind of feel like it's just shock that it shows, like, the fist imprint in Wally's ribs. After, like, a dozen tiny little taps. I know in all reality, those hits were way stronger than they looked. You know, those hits weren't actually soft. They just looked like that to trick the audience into thinking that's all Ippo was doing. But even then, just those little taps, the small hits to the liver. I love that. That shit's awesome. Because I feel like that's a trick that actually work. Because, like, yeah, Ippo's whole thing is, oh, he's a power puncher. He's got the strongest fists in all of Japan. Which I also think is, like, they say he has some ridiculous punching power for a featherweight. But I don't really get it, though. Because Ippo, the way it's shown, he can hit someone, like, a dozen times in the face, full force. Like, unguarded punches. And he doesn't fall over. Like, they don't fall over. But Ippo gets, like, hit with a decent jab in the face. And he's down on his ass. Which I think is just kind of stupid. Because everyone's shown to have, like, the higher tiers of the featherweight class are all shown to have equal or greater punching power than Ippo himself. Even though he's always praised as being, like, the strongest fists in featherweight. Which I think is kind of stupid. Another thing I don't like about Ippo and the whole featherweight class is Miyata. I don't like Miyata, not in the slightest. Ippo's rival, who he had 2 sparring sessions with, that's it. Yeah, I don't like Miyata. He, like, ruined his entire plan. Now in the current arcs, he's, like, kind of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, in his current arc, he's mad in his fights. He's fighting recklessly. He's not fighting to his fullest. Because he's the only boxer who doesn't know what Makinu, like, Ippo's fist felt like. Which I think is dumb as hell. Like, it's your own fault. If you haven't read Ippo, I'll just tell it, because the arc hasn't been animated yet. I don't think it'll ever be animated, I'm not gonna lie to you. But there was this fighter named Randy Boy Jr. who... Hold on. So, Miata and Ippo, they had a fight lined up completely. They had an agreement. And then out of nowhere, Miata canceled the fight. He took another opponent, and that pissed off Ippo's coach, Kamigawa, to the point where he just forbidded them from ever fighting. And it was funny, but like Kamigawa cussed out Miata's father, Miata. He's an angry old man. He's funny. I like him. But yeah, Miata just turned down the fight. He stopped it to fight this guy named Randy Boy Jr. Because Randy Boy Jr.'s father, Randy Boy Sr., was the last person Miata's father fought before he had to retire. Because Randy Boy's father broke his jaw so bad he could never box again. But that fight with Randy Boy's father also killed Randy Boy Sr. Well, it wasn't the fight that killed him, but after his fight with Miata's father, Randy Boy Sr. went on to do a world champion fight. Like, he did a title fight, and he died shortly after from, like, brain damage. And it's like commonly agreed in the entire story that it wasn't the world title fight that did him in. It was doing the world title fight with the damage from Miata's father, because they were both. Miata's father was an insane counterpuncher. And Miata's an insane counterpuncher. And it's like commonly agreed in the story that what really did Randy Boy Sr. in was doing a title fight after fighting Miata's father. Because those punches screwed him up. He started, like, his hands wouldn't hold still. He couldn't button up his shirts anymore. Which, that just seems scary as hell, honestly. Like, if I fight someone and all of a sudden my hands don't work at all, I'd be horrified. I'd give up the sport for the rest of my life. But I feel like that's... But it makes sense why he'd go on. Like, a world title fight. That's the biggest stage anyone can have. Ever. Like, a world title. To be the best of your weight class. I get why he did that when he was all shaky and, like, wasn't at his best. Because otherwise, he might never get a shot again. You could be the perfect boxer. The greatest of your generation and still not get a chance at a world title shot. Just because of luck. But yeah. So Miata, after he realized that Randy Boy Jr. was Randy Boy Sr.'s son, canceled the fight with Ippo. And he won. Which a lot of people do not agree with. I don't remember the fight exactly, but I didn't really think it was bullshit that Miata won. But Randy Boy Jr. cooked him, I'm not gonna lie. Come on. Yeah, Randy Boy Jr., he lost to Miata. And now in the current arc, Miata's kind of, like, mad. He's not fighting to his fullest. He's taking hits he doesn't need to. Just because he's mad that he doesn't know what Ippo's fists feel like. He's the only high-ranked featherweight who doesn't know. Even the world champion knows how Ippo's fists feel. Well, no he doesn't. Ippo got his ass whooped in that spar. This just sucks. Uh, but yeah, so his whole arc right now, he wants to fight Ippo, but he can't because Ippo's retired. In the current arc of the manga, Ippo's retired. There's a lot of theories about when he'll return because it's guaranteed that he will. But yeah, Ippo, it's good. I don't agree with some of the ideas and stuff. I love it, but you can tell there's such passion, like behind the creation of the entirety of Ippo. It's beautiful. The motion is beautiful. The art is beautiful. The boxing is beautiful. The story is beautiful. Even if I hate some of the characters, like I hate some of the characters, I disagree with writing decisions, but ultimately, it's not my story to tell. It's I don't know his name. Morikawa's decision. Because he's been writing that story since before I was born. He's been writing that story since my parents were children. That man is old as hell. He knows how to tell a story. But yeah, you can tell there's passion behind it. Like with Baki, it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of stupid. Most of the stuff is just BS made up to look cool. But you can tell underneath all that, there's a passion for martial arts. An awesome passion for martial arts. You can feel it in all the characters. They fight with the entirety of their beings. They get injured, they get crippled, they die just because they love their martial arts that much. It's even said right there in Baki that someone who. What is it? Yeah, it's someone who takes themselves seriously can never beat someone who enjoys themselves. And it's true. You can feel it. Because, like, it doesn't matter how hard someone tries. If someone enjoys what they're doing, they're probably going to beat you. Like, I'm trying to think of an example of someone who, like, really tries hard in their mangas. Like, a lot of mangas, their authors try their damnedest at every scene to make it awesome. Make it cool, make it, I don't know, lovable, good. I don't know the words. I'm not that good with coming up with them on the spot. But, like, you can tell that Itagaki just loves Baki. He loves Baki, he loves martial arts. He loves all of it. He loves the ridiculousness of it. Who texted me? Some freak texted me. I don't know. But you can tell Itagaki just loves Baki. He loves everything about it. He loves the ridiculousness. He loves the martial arts. He loves the gayness of the characters. I don't know. I know it's a joke, but like there's some homoeroticism in Baki, and it's awesome. Hell, you can even tell it with Itagaki's daughter, who I do not know her name, but she's the creator behind Beastars. You can tell she loves what she does. Look at her. She's a freak, and it's awesome. You can tell they both love what they're doing. And it makes for some of the most popular manga of all time. Even if some people just dislike Beastars just because it's animals, or animal people. Which I don't really agree with. If it's good, it doesn't really matter what the style is. But art style does play a big role. It's like why a lot of people say that Demon Slayer gets scared by animation. Like, yeah, kinda. I'm like, so what? It doesn't matter if the animation's good. Like, if a story is an absolute nothing burger, good animation won't save it. Demon Slayer's story is like one of the most basic versions of like the hero's journey, and I don't care. It's good. Person close to main character has problem. Main character gets stronger to solve it. Main character fails at several points in their journey, but ultimately succeeds and takes down the final big bad. Awesome. Peak fiction. Every time. It's amazing. And when you boil it down, that's all Demon Slayer is. His sister gets turned into a demon. The rest of his family gets slaughtered. He goes on a journey to get stronger. He makes friends. He gets stronger. He beats Demon. Like, he beats the guy who killed his family. It's amazing. And yeah, obviously it's not a groundbreaking story in any way, shape, or form. Like, it doesn't need to be groundbreaking. Ever. It just needs to be good. And Demon Slayer is good. It's like, I don't know, JJK. I'll argue that I don't like the story. I think it's a little stupid. I think it's a little silly. But that doesn't matter. Because it's good. I'll admit, I don't really know much about JJK. I haven't read the manga. I've only watched the anime. Well, I've read, like, a bit of the manga. Just the part where Maki murders the Zenin clan. Yeah. Like, you can feel it in your bones. The creator, I don't remember his name. But the creator of, JJK, you can feel it in your bones. That man loves making bullshit powers. He loves writing this tomfoolery. I think, honestly, I don't know. I've heard conflicting reports about how much he actually likes JJK at all. Like, I know his next manga is going to be, like, amazing. This is what he's actually passionate about. Which is, the Idols, I'm pretty sure? I don't know. I heard he's making an Idol manga next, because that's what he wanted to do in the first place. And I also feel like that's why so many romance anime are just not that good. Because romance, it's like romance and isekai. They're some of the easiest genres to get into. Like, some of the easiest genres to start in. Like, I don't remember exactly what it was. I'm pretty sure it was the creator of Quintessential Quintuplets. They only made that because, like, it'd get them... I heard they made that just so it'd get them, like, a big name. Now they're telling a story they want to tell more. You know? Like, once you get your foot in the door, you can kind of make anything and you'll have fans. I'm just rambling because mining is boring as hell. But yeah. Like, when someone is truly passionate about what they're making, you can feel it. You can feel it in the art, you can feel it in the writing. And that just makes it better than someone who's trying their damnedest, who isn't passionate. I mean, even if someone isn't passionate, everything will always have fans. It'd be impossible to argue that that something wouldn't have fans ever. Like, even something like Future Diaries, which I've heard zero good things about. I know people, there's probably people out there that's their favorite show of all time. And that's fine. I don't give a goddamn about it, but, you know, it's not for me, so I don't really care about it. But I know there's some people out there who defend that with their lives. And that's good, because they like it. So if something has zero fans, then it doesn't exist, you know? Like, that's why every time when I see a statement like, oh, no one likes this manga, or this anime, or this show, I'm just like, you're lying. You're exaggerating. I know there's people out there who, like, I don't know, season 8 of, fucking Game of Thrones is their favorite season of all time. It's like, okay. Some people don't like it, some people do. I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't really care for it. Yeah, I never watched Game of Thrones. I don't care for it. I mean, I like the fantasy setting, but, you know, it's not for me, so I don't watch it. But I'm not gonna insult someone just because they like season 8 or something. It's like why I love. It's like me with Ruby. Ruby Volume 9 is probably my favorite volume. To me personally, the show just kept getting better with every season. But Volume set. But like, all I've heard of people talk about with Volume 9 is just how bad it is. People hate it, and I don't get why. But like I said before, I've been told I'm just bad at things. I've been told I have bad taste before. And I kind of, Jesus, can't talk, and I kind of agree. Because I don't really dislike anything I consume. If I, like, watch an absolute nothing burger of a movie, like actual cheeks, like, I'll just come away and I'll be like, it was okay. Like, I've never watched something so insultingly bad that I will come out hating it. I mean, I've read something that bad before. Atlantis Gene, I Will Always Hate You. You have zero fans. The Atlantis Gene is the one exception to the something has zero fans. No, that book is trash. If I could, I'd buy that from my school. If I could, I'd buy the trilogy from my school's library and burn it. I don't even agree with book burnings. But, like, I just don't like those personally. Like, if I don't like a game, I'll just delete it. If I don't like a show, I'll stop watching it. If I don't like a drawing I make, I'll tear it up and toss it in the trash. If I don't like a book, I'll probably stop reading it. But if something is so insultingly bad, I'll just turn it to dust. I'll eat the book, honestly. That's just how much I despise the Atlantis Gene and everything about it. I've read fanfics by people I've read fanfics by people like half my age that are better than the Atlantis Gene. And I've read a lot of fanfic. I love fanfics. I think sometimes they're better than the original story. But here's the thing. I don't know what I was gonna say there. My eyes hurt. I don't know. Wait, I love fanfics. I think they're great. There's another reason. I don't like people who say something has absolutely zero fans. Like, the only things that have zero fans are things that haven't been published yet. You know, it's like, it wouldn't be inaccurate to say my comic has zero fans. But it will. Actually, no, it wouldn't even be correct to say my comic has zero fans. I've told my friends about it. They like the ideas. They like the drawings of the characters I've shown them. Like, something that has zero fans is something that's never been told to anyone. Like, if you want to make something, but you're scared no one will like it, then you've already failed. Because if people had to like something for it to be made in the first place, nothing would be made at all. Huh? Like if Toriyama was like, oh, well, I want to make this story, but I don't think anyone will read it. Like I want to post this, but it would have, or jeez, like, man, I want to publish this manga about this funny little kid named Goku. But what if no one likes it? Like, if he just decided, well, that's that, I'm not posting it, or I'm not publishing it. We wouldn't have most modern anime. We wouldn't have most modern anime tropes. I think one of the animals is in the garbage. Hold on. I'm back. Oh my god, I forgot to turn my game volume up. Never mind, everything's on decent enough volume. It was just the music. I usually have my game quiet when it's just me playing. Like when I'm playing a game on my own, most of the time the game's almost muted, and I'm listening to a video or something. A video like this, maybe. That's right, toss this on when you're playing Elden Ring or some shit. But yeah. If the only reason you haven't posted something is because you're scared people won't read it or watch it or whatever, then no. If you're scared people won't like something, so you don't release it, then you've doomed yourself. Like, oh, what if people hate it? What if they don't? You know? Like, I'm scared to post this because I think people will hate it, and it's something I love. I'm telling you now, someone will love it. That's half the reason I started actually making comics, was comics and manga and stuff. It's just, I like stuff, and there's not enough of the stuff I like. So if I make more of the stuff I like, more people will make more of the stuff I like because they'll see it's popular. And it'll be like a bit of a snowball effect. I also love just like seeing amateur stuff made. It's awesome. Like amateur comics, amateur manga, amateur animation is awesome. Because you can tell, those are made with passion. They're not getting paid to do that. Part of the reason why I like fanfics so much. It's like, yeah, it's kind of more the series I like, but it's also the passion of people who otherwise wouldn't have uploaded or published their own creations, you know? There's a certain feeling of, like, even though it's set in a certain series, you can tell a fanfic, it has the writer's fingerprints in it. No matter who writes it, it'll always have something unique to distinguish it from the canon series. It'll always have something to distinguish it from its source material. And not to mention, a lot of people feel way more confident posting fanfics on like these websites because of the anonymity. Because I know that no matter what, things will have people who love them, but also people who hate them for fun. Because yeah, I know if I ever actually upload my comics anywhere and they get published, I know someone's gonna be there, they're gonna hate it for no reason. They're gonna hate on me personally for making it. And honestly, good. If someone doesn't hate what I'm making, I'm not making it right. Because I don't really know what I'm wanting to say. Like, in addition to that, it's just, I feel like once you have something that's big enough that people hate it just for it existing, you've succeeded. Because if you just had like some nothing burger of a like some nothing burger of an idea of a story, people just wouldn't read it, people wouldn't look at it. But if your thing has enough passion behind it that people are going there specifically to hate on it and try to make you feel worse, you've succeeded. Just in general. Because, like, clearly you have some kind of passion about this story. So otherwise, why would you come here every time I upload just to talk trash? You clearly have some sort of passion, even if it's negative. Like, if my story ever gets somebody so, like, uppity they send me death threats, good. That means I'm doing something properly as a writer. I'm getting people to feel something. Not like the Atlantis gene, it got me feeling... That book had me feeling absolutely blank. There was nothing. I couldn't even finish the book, I'm not gonna lie to you all. I tried my damnedest. Because like I said, before that, I've never read something I actually hated. Oh, but the Atlantis gene. The Atlantis gene made me hate. Like, the Atlantis gene is that special kind of bad. What am I doing wrong? What? Huh? That's what it is. But yeah, before I read the Atlantis gene, I never hated anything. And after reading the Atlantis gene, I hate it with every fiber of my being. And that's a good thing. If I read a book and it leaves me completely blank, then it's like completely blank, nothing to say about it. I'd argue that's worse than a story that made me absolutely hate looking at it. Because then there's just nothing. There's nothing to show for that you've made a series. Like, you created something, and there's nothing. This is a long-winded rant to say make your goddamn stuff, basically. Yeah, it's a long-winded way of saying I like when people make stuff, please make more stuff. Even if you don't think it'll be good. Because someone will. But yeah, like, I hate the Atlantis gene with every fiber of my being. I'll admit it probably has its fans somewhere. I won't talk to them, but they probably exist. Just like this house. This stupid little Minecraft house. It is ugly as hell. I'll admit that. But someone probably likes it. I like it. I didn't realize I made 16. I made a stupid little house. It's ugly. But I like it. Like Minecraft. Some people absolutely hate this game. I don't understand those people. But they hate the game. Like, I'm not gonna change that just by, like, saying, no, but it's good, though. Even though some people just piss me off when they say something like, no, it's bad. Like, says who? You, who hasn't consumed it? Like, the only way I'll accept someone's hatred of something is if they've actually tried to enjoy something. Because if some, like, lobotomite comes up and says, like, oh, your comic's actually bad, I was like, oh, what don't you like about it? And they're like, oh, I haven't read it, but, like, no. I will fight you personally. And I'll probably win. Because you have no passion about anything. You'll probably just roll over and let yourself get walloped. Like, if someone walks up to me, calls me every, like, slur under the sun, cusses out my entire family in a language I don't understand, like, casts 1,000 curses upon my blood, I'll be like, okay, but, like, what didn't you like specifically? I'll accept it. I'll accept their absolute like blood boiling hatred of me, as long as they actually tried to enjoy it. I was like, well, damn, that's fair. And even if it's a criticism I think is absolutely, stupid, I'll be like, well, you're wrong, but okay. It's like, I'll admit it. I hate some things irrationally. Uh, like, I hate some things just because they exist. Like, I don't know, for example, yeah, the Atlantis gene. Because I talked some shit on that earlier. I heavily dislike the Atlantis gene. I think it's complete and utter garbage. And that's just because I don't like how it's written. I find it to be the most nothing burger of a story ever attempted. But even then, I'll give the creators some props. They had the courage to upload their slop. They had the courage to get that published somewhere, somehow. And clearly enough people liked it that it became a bestseller. Yeah. Like, if I ever meet any of those fans in real life, I probably wouldn't want to talk to them. Like, I'll admit, they exist. Like, I'll admit, I haven't finished the Atlantis gene. I couldn't stomach getting like, more than halfway through the book, but I tried my damnedest to read that book. Even if it didn't turn out, I tried. Like, I don't get anyone who would, like, call themselves a hater of something without attempting to enjoy it in the first place. Like, for example, I'm a firm hater of isekai. I think it's the worst genre of anime at all. Well, admit it has its fans. I've tried to watch a lot of isekai. And I'll admit, I like some isekai anime. Like, Konosuba is still one of the funniest shows I've ever watched. And I think it's in a stinky genre, but it's good. Remember that, it has its props. I'll even give my props to, like, almost all isekai. They have great art. But it's just... most of them have great art. But they also have the most nothing burger characters in the most blank slate settings that inspire zero feeling of any kind. Like, I've already said it. I know I already said it. But I'd much rather walk away absolutely despising something than walk away feeling nothing. Fuck. Like a not Seven Deadly Sins, Sword Art Online. Season 1, one of my favorite anime. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's great. The other seasons, kind of stinky. They're not great. But I'm not just gonna go out and say, like, if you enjoy season 2 of Sword Art Online, you deserve to be drawn and quartered. No, I don't really care that much. Like, if you say Atlantis Genie is your favorite book of all time, I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna be friends with you. But I'm not gonna, like, go cast death threats. Because really, it's never that deep, you know? what was I even talking about? Alright. Yeah, like, if you want to make something, just get over yourself and make the damn thing. Oh, right. But yeah, it's like some advice I got from a server I was in recently. I was asking how people had like the passion, like the motivation, the drive to write as much as they do. And all I got was like the response I got was pretty much it's like get over yourself and write it. Doesn't matter if it's not good. You can always edit it. And I just thought, well, goddamn, that's better than almost any advice I've gotten from any YouTube video. Just get over yourself and do it. What if someone hates it? What if someone doesn't? If I just get over myself and I just write the damn thing, it'll exist. It'll be over with. Be no point in, I don't know, fucking finagling around, worrying about, oh, if I upload this, if I write this, they'll absolutely hate it. Like, good. It's like, oh, no one will like this, no one will like how it's written. Somebody will. I know that. I've uploaded a handful of things. People have liked it, even if I think they're kinda not great. I'll fully admit, most of my stories need one hell of a lot of editing. If I was ever to tell someone proudly that I made it, like I made it, I uploaded it. A handful of people loved it. A handful of people have loved the things I've made and uploaded. And more people will come to love the things I've made and uploaded. It's because I finally got over myself and uploaded the damn things. But yeah, just uploading things, making things. There always comes the risk that no one will look at it, no one will like it, no one will read it. But there also comes the chance that someone will. And I'd argue that the chance that someone will look at something you've made, like just like the small, minute chance that someone might read it, is far better than not uploading it and just never knowing. It's like that one thing that you miss every shot you don't take. I think that's kind of stupid. It's kind of a good idea to not take some shots. But I also mostly agree. If you don't try, then you've already failed. If I put all the time and effort and thought into making my comic, drawing it, finishing the one-shot manga I'm working on, and I just go, well, that was fun, but I'm never telling anyone I made this, and then, like, if I just make it, and then I go, well, that was good, but I'm not going to upload it because I'm scared no one will read it, and that's just stupid. It's just a waste of effort. Because the chance that somebody will read it is greater than the chance that no one will ever see it. thousands of people every year take their shots at like making their first comic, making their first manga, uploading the first chapter of their novel. And it's just like, good. I don't care if most of it's like drivel. There being more of it in the first place is a good thing. There's always a chance that that random little garbage, like even if you upload something and it's complete utter garbage, like unilaterally hated, there's always a chance somebody will read it, somebody will like it, and somebody will make something inspired by it. Ow. What the fuck? I'm getting... I hate skeletons. They're the worst mobs in this game. Yeah, like I was saying. Even if you upload something and it only gets one person to read it, that's infinitely better than not uploading it and always wondering... But yeah, I'm just rambling. I take nothing I say completely seriously. Except my hatred of Atlantis Gene. Never read that book. You'll be better off. Ooh. Yeah, even though I hate Atlantis Gene, I'll never, like, hate the author for making it. So I know, them making that, they uploaded it, they tried. Even if I think they failed, it's better than never trying. It's like, I'd rather there be a million bad books than only one good one. It's like, with a million bad books, at least one person who can make a good book will read it. Nope. Where's my stuff? There it is. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'd rather there be like a million books that I think are bad than only one book I think is good. It's like on AO3, there's 10 million stories. Actually, I think it's closer to like 20 million now. I don't know, I haven't checked in a minute. But there's like tens of millions of stories posted. I'll never read more than 20 of them. That's fine, because like the 50 I will read, I'll love. Even if I think the writing is absolute trash. Even if I think the author needs to put down a pencil, or needs to like put down their keyboard and just go take a hike. It doesn't matter. Because they actually made something. And I'll respect them infinitely more, even if I hate everything they do, than I would like respect someone who makes something and never uploads it, never makes it. Like, even if you just had the idea floating in your head for a story you think it'd be cool, but you don't make it, because you can't draw, you can't write, I will never respect you. Because, you know what I did? When I couldn't draw, when I couldn't write, but I still had the idea for something, I learned how to draw. I learned how to write. And I made the goddamn stories I wanted to make. I'm making the goddamn stories I want to make. So every time I couldn't do something, I looked it up. I'll never be ashamed to admit that I am a hoe for Google. YouTube videos, all of it. Every time I didn't know how to do something, I looked it the hell up. Even if most tutorials are kind of not that most helpful. Like drawing tutorials, absolutely some of the most useful ones I've ever watched in my life. Writing tutorials, I haven't found many good ones yet. But even then, the ones I have found that are helpful, even the ones I found that like are completely useless to me, they're great. Because I know they helped someone. Like the stories I write. If I spend like 3 weeks writing a chapter for a story and I upload it, and 5 people read it, be a hell of a lot happier knowing that like 5 people read it and maybe one of them enjoyed it than knowing it just sat in a Jesus, I can't breathe. I'm hiccuping so goddamn bad right now. I'm not used to talking this much. I usually speak like 100 words a day. Well, no, 100's like not right. I usually don't talk much though. I usually just sit there and draw and shut my mouth. Like, but yeah. Like, I have infinitely more respect than somebody who makes something and it's absolute garbage than someone who wants to make something but doesn't. It's like you're just trash. Like you're pointless. Like a circle. Oh fuck. Cause like I don't like a lot of things. I don't like a lot of things, but I know people made them. It's like why I hate AI. Because I know. Like, you can just tell when you look at a piece of AI art. You can tell it was made by an AI. Even if it's just like nothing quantifiable. Nothing you can say exactly. You can just know. Because AI, there's nothing human about it. There's no passion in anything it does. All the lines are completely perfect, except when they aren't and it looks like actual nightmare fuel. Like all the lines, you can tell there was no thought in anything. You can tell there's no passion. Just every line where it was placed at first is just where it sat exactly. Because it saw the entire image. It knew exactly what it was doing before it started. And I think that's just disgusting. I hate AI. AI is the one thing I'll never respect anyone for creating with. Because you're not making... Like, when you use AI, you're not creating anything. You're telling it what to do. There's nothing respectable about that. Like, oh, I like this character, but I can't draw, so here's some AI art of them. No. Even the ugliest, barely passable as that character sketch by someone who can barely draw a stick figure, I respect that infinitely more. I think it looks infinitely better than some AI slop. That's all it is. It's slop. like, even then, with I find there's some exceptions. Like, my friend, he is an infinitely better writer than I am. And no, I'm not talking about you, Editor Ian, I'm talking about a different friend. But there's another friend of mine who's an infinitely better writer than I am. And he even has a D&D session based around this one story that he's been writing for, like, years and years. There are... The fuck? I just heard some noise behind me. I think I'm gonna get serial killered. But yeah, he's an infinitely better writer than I am. He even has a D&D session, like the whole D&D game, based around this story that he's been writing for years. With, according to him, this story has over 400 named characters. And he's told me about dozens of them. Their stories are awesome. And in this D&D, he can't draw very well. Like, he can draw landscapes, but people, no. He doesn't stand a chance. And I get that. He can't draw his characters, but he can describe them with insane detail. So when he wants to add one of those characters to the D&D session, or the D&D game, for the avatar, he'll just use a piece of AI. Which I'll admit, I dislike. I dislike any use of AI. I think it's all bad. But even that's kind of respectable because it's a character he wrote completely himself. Even if I do terrorize him sometimes by comparing his characters to literally everything. Like, I've read enough stuff that when he tells me about a character, I can compare it to literally anything else. Because I've just consumed so much stuff. There's always similarities. There isn't an original idea under the sun. Like, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it was like, there's not an original idea under the sun. That doesn't matter. Like, oh, I made this thing, but it's way too close, but it's way too similar to the things it's inspired by. I don't care. It doesn't matter in the slightest. Because even if it's real similar, unless you're just, like, actually straight up ripping it, it doesn't really matter if it's too similar or not. So even if it is too similar, someone will like your thing over the original. Someone will like your spin on things. Okay, Jesus Christ, this is painful. I need to farm harder. Can I turn zombies into bone meal? I can't. But yeah. Like, I dislike AI in any of its uses, because it doesn't create anything. It looks at things, and then it copies them. Like, if you look at enough AI-generated bullshit, you'll notice somewhere something that looks awfully similar to a creator you actually enjoy. Whether it be how the AI, like, generates hands or noses. Like AI, sometimes AI looks good. But there's also, like, it's over-detailed in a way. Where you can just tell, no human would make this. There's weird artifacting on a lot of AI-generated stuff. And when I look at it, I just think, Why? I know there's people who can't draw in the world. I know there's people who are completely hopeless at absolutely everything. I know a few of them. I go to school with at least a dozen. But I'd vastly prefer someone who has zero idea what they're doing to make the... Like, if my manga ever actually gets uploaded and popular, like actually published, I'd vastly prefer someone draw a stick figure doodle of them as fan art than send me some AI generated bullshit, you know? It might just be me. It's just AI pisses me off in a way I don't think most people can. Like, there's some people who just somehow are created perfectly to hit every button in my brain to make me just go off. And I get that. Like, there's 8 billion people. There's bound to be a few that make me just, I don't know, pop my lid or something. And I get that. Even if those people are absolute troglodytes in my eyes, they exist. I get that. But even the stupidest lobotomite in my classes, they can't get on my nerves the way AI does. And it's not even like the same kind of boiling anger I've had in my life talking to some stupid people I know. Because at least talking to them, I know there's reasoning with them. I know even if they don't listen to me, there's always a chance they could grow from it. But AI, it doesn't grow. It's like, I know it's technically machine learning. Like, it doesn't learn anything. It has information uploaded directly into its skull. Like, if they made technology tomorrow that made it like, oh, we can now beam information directly into your mind, no need to learn anything. Like, no, I'd hate that. I would not respect it in the slightest. Because you don't learn. You're not learning anything. You're being told. It's like the one thing in Breaking Bad, where it's like the one guy, I don't remember his name, I never actually watched the show, I've just seen like clips, but Walter White, like, he's talking to Gus Fring, and he's like, yeah, this guy can copy my formula. Like, yeah, he can copy my formula completely perfectly, but he doesn't understand it. He doesn't know why these chemicals do this. I do, and that's why my stuff is better. And Gus Fring listened. He agreed. Because there's a certain way, like, copying compared, it's like tracing. Tracing, I don't really, like, if you trace, I need to formulate my thoughts for a second. I am tired for some reason. Like, tracing, I don't really like it. I get why people do it. Like, if you trace over something and then, like, add your own details, I don't even mean, like, in a big way, like tracing a pose. Like, if you completely trace a character's, like, face, their body, then I don't really respect that. You're not drawing, you're copying. But even I can see arguments for tracing. It's like, I started most... Like, when I first started drawing, I traced. I traced a whole hell of a lot of stuff. It's because, hey, I thought that shit was cool as hell, and I wanted to have it even if I couldn't draw it myself. So I just completely traced it. I don't like tracing now. I think it's personally, like, in poor taste. But I'm never gonna hate someone for tracing. Because even then, Like, I may absolutely dislike it because you're just copying, but you're still trying. Now, I don't like it if someone traces and then tries to sell it out as their own. That's stupid. I hate you for that. Like, if you trace a drawing just because you really want to have a drawing of that character and you can't draw, I don't care. Good for you. That's fine. I don't even know where I was trying to go with that point. Right, AI. I hate it. I hate it because even tracing is more respectable. Because at least there's some passion there. You want to have that drawing for some reason. AI doesn't want anything. Like, I draw because I want my ideas to exist, like, in a physical form. I draw because I like drawings. I draw because I like to see drawings and stuff, you know? I like anime, so I draw anime. I like manga, so I draw manga. I like superheroes, so I draw superheroes. It's because even if my drawing of a superhero is trash, that's still more superheroes total. But AI is just slop. It's like if you grinded up a sketchbook and then dumped it all out onto a. It's like if you grind up a sketchbook in a paper shredder and then just, I don't know, completely rearrange whatever comes out. It's not really a drawing, is it? It's an amalgamation. It's a mess. And that's like 10 times so if it's like straight up this thing was just, especially with AI, my point stands even higher. Because the way it works, it just straight up steals art from actual artists. Like, it doesn't ask if, hey, can I take this into my mind as references? No, it just does. It just takes things. Because AI, it has no concept of ownership, it has no concept of anything. Because it's not really an artificial intelligence, it's machine learning. It got branded as artificial intelligence because that sells way better. Like, it has nothing. It has no drive, it has no passion. It doesn't create because it wants to create. It creates because someone put the right letters in the right order. And I'll admit, I've created things I didn't like. Hell, most of the things I make, I absolutely despise. But even the half thought out, half formed sketches in the bottom of a trash heap somewhere that I've thrown away are infinitely better than anything AI can and will ever create. Because I'm human. I'm a person. I made those with some kind of intention in my head. And AI has no intention whatsoever. I don't respect AI. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, in my school, one of my classes was a debate class, which it wasn't required. It was one of those bonus classes. It was an exploratory. Which I don't. If your school doesn't have those, exploratory classes are just like there's not enough actual course subjects to fill a complete 7-hour day. So they'll give these random ones where the teachers choose a subject to teach that's like approved by the school board system. Like for my school, every teacher has one well, they're called exploratories or electives. Oh, jeez. But in my school, almost every teacher has one. For some of them, it's like physics, maybe debate. And one of my electives because I already have all of my gym in PE for like my entire high school career. I don't need to do another class for PE again. But I chose to be in a PE class because I really didn't want to do the debate one. Because I'm just terrified of public speaking. Even me just speaking to my monitor with a microphone by my keyboard, it's kind of weird. I don't really like it that much. But even this, I didn't want to be in my debate class. But even when I got placed there at the beginning of the semester, I knew immediately that the subject I wanted to debate was AI. Because the class wasn't technically called debate, it was called global perspective. But it's basically a debate class. You just pick a subject you're passionate about and you argue about like why you're passionate about it, why you do or don't like it or whatever. Yeah, I transferred out like immediately because I don't like public speaking. But I knew immediately. My immediate answer for what would you debate on, if asked right now, would be AI. I have the passion to talk all the shit in the world about it. It's like I've played with like the Snapchat AIs before I deleted Snapchat because that place is fucking miserable. Like I've played around with the Snapchat AIs and stuff, and I hate those too. Because there's nothing there. You can tell you're not talking to a person just by the way it's so blank. Like I talk to it, I talk shit. I pretended to be an Archimagos from Warhammer. Called it an abominable intelligence and shit. And there's no push in it. Like there's no push to the AI. Like I can walk to it, I can say, "Hey, insult me right now," and it'll say, "Oh, I cannot do that." And it's like that's dumb as hell. Like, I can insult it. I can insult you right now. I can insult myself if I want. I could have a one-sided. I could just sit in a room with a microphone in front of me and talk to myself and have a better debate than I could with an AI. Because AI, there's nothing. It's nothing there. It's blank, dead. I'd argue even a subject I'm not passionate about in the slightest, it'd be better to have me debate myself over it than me debate an AI. Because at least with a person, they can get motivated. Like if I don't care about something in the slightest, if I start talking about it enough, I'll start caring about it. I'll start liking it. But AI, it likes nothing, it hates nothing. It is nothing. There's no mind, no drive, no passion. You know, I've already reiterated that point like 7 times. It just gets me going. But yeah. Like, just, please, for the love of God. Even if it's absolutely worse, if you like a character, draw them yourself. If you don't know how to draw in the slightest, that doesn't matter. AI doesn't know how to draw either. It's just stealing it's just stealing pieces from a paper shredder. Alright. Like, it's better if you just trace than use AI. I have more respect. I have more respect for the troglodytes in my school who started vaping and smoking at like 15 than I do for people who use AI. Like, even if I think they're absolutely stupid, useless creatures, I'll admit, at least they care about some things. It's like, even if I would absolutely rather sit in a room completely by myself than speak to any of those troglodytes, I admit, I'd infinitely rather have a conversation with them than an AI. Because at least they have something they like. At least they're passionate about something. And I have to piss. I'll go edit this out later. Okay, I've returned. I still don't have an axe. Fuck. It's like I feel like I've talked enough about AI. It's gonna piss me off if I think about it anymore. But now I don't really have anything else to talk about. Because I kind of just like got AI in my crosshairs. And just didn't talk about anything else for like 20 minutes. Actually, how long have I been recording? I've been recording for 2 hours. Wait, my internet's off. What? When did I disconnect from my internet? I hope that doesn't screw with anything. Okay, I think I'm ready to go get some diamonds. How did I even get onto AI in the first place? Because I started talking about how I want Minecraft to add more things. Oh, I remember now. I started with how I wanted Minecraft to like add more things, and how I had some good ideas, but I can't design games. And I talk about how even if you can't make something good, making something at all is better. And making something at all is better than nothing. And then on to how like you're a coward if you don't try to make anything. Like if you have an idea that you think is good and you try to make it and you don't, or no, and you don't even attempt to make it, trash. You're useless. I dislike you. And all that. Then I hated on Atlantis Gene for a good 10 minutes. It felt cathartic. Which felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate that book. Yeah, I went from how you should make things even if they don't turn out good to how I dislike the Atlantis gene, to how I dislike you even more. Yeah, everything has fans. I dislike you if you don't even try. That's another thing. Like, something I hate more than people who are just annoying is people who are just completely apathetic about everything. Like, for example, nihilists. Like, if I'm talking to someone and they say they're a nihilist, I'm walking away. I'm not finishing the conversation. I'm not saying bye. I'm walking away. Because I do not respect nihilists in the slightest. Like, if life has zero value, if there's no reason for anything, just die already. Like, that might sound harsh, but, like, I mean it with my full... with the full force of my soul. Because if there's truly no reason... if there's truly no reason for anything, why are you alive? Like, there's no meaning to life, no reason. Just die. Like, if you say, well, no, I don't want to die, congratulations, there's a meaning to life. And that meaning is not wanting to be dead. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I don't fully understand most people's mentalities. I know that my universe is... like, my experiences aren't universal. But even I feel like, to a certain point, I just don't respect the opinions of nihilists. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. I need to go to bed soon. I still have to do my project. But yeah, I hate nihilists. Like, if life truly has zero purpose, if there's no meaning to anything, die. Like, they say no, well, why not? Because you want to be alive? Like, that should be more than enough. Like, then that's a meaning of life. That's the purpose. I don't know, though. That's just my view, and it means less than nothing. If you want to be sad and think about how nothing means anything, and how we're all just floating dust, waiting to become more dust, have fun. But just know, I don't respect you. Not in the slightest. I respect absurdists. Life has zero meaning. Life means nothing. So have fun. Like, absurdists are just nihilists who decided that life has zero purpose, so I'll just party it out. And that's good. Like, if I had to pick one of, like, the main philosophies or whatever to, like, ascribe myself to like, describe myself, I'd be an absurdist. Nothing else could describe me more better than that. I know life has zero concrete meaning, and I don't care. If there's no meaning to anything, I'll just have fun the whole way through. Fuck. I think in the end, this entire rant, this entire video's duration just boils down to I don't like apathetic people. Like, you can be sad, you can be loud, you can be annoying, but nothing gets me going more than fucking apathy. Because, like, just shut the hell up, you know? Ow. Ow. Get off my ass, you skeletal fuck. Yeah, it's my stuff. I don't think I lost anything. It's pretty lucky. Yeah, I dislike apathetic people. I'd rather they be, like, loud or annoying. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna finish up, like, the second floor of my house, and I think this video will be done. So I've already been recording for, like, 2 hours. It'll probably be 3 hours by the time I'm done with this. I'll have to edit it. I'll have to learn to edit. Which is gonna be a pain, but, you know, it is what it is. How did I get here? There's Moon the Moon Bear. How did I get here? The end. I know there's a way out of here. I don't know how the hell to get there. Ow! Wait. Oh, I have wood. I can just make doors. Let's just go raw dog the fucking water. Go raw dog the underground lake. Alright. Didn't even need to bother to make doors. There's nothing here. Well, that was pointless. Anything up here? No, I can't see a goddamn thing. I mean, if I just start mining, I'll break out eventually. If I mine into lava, though, I'm just getting off. I'm ending the whole thing. One darnation. What the fuck? Why is there just a... What's going on here? What the fuck? What is this? Some bullshit. Some bullshit's what it is. It's a trap. I haven't been in there yet, but I'm not gonna go in there. I'm gonna make the second floor of my house. I can get off and do my project. It was worth half my grade. Also, my biology class for the last like 3 weeks, we've been doing dissections. It's fucking nasty. I'm not gonna lie. I hate dissections. Because it's gross. There's no other word I can put for it. Because why the absolute fuck did they decide it was necessary for a bunch of high schoolers to just start chopping up worms and shit? Like, what do I get from looking at the inside of a dead rat that I don't get from, I don't know, just looking at a diagram? Like, why do you, as a system, decide it's necessary for me to look around inside of a dead rat, inside of a dead frog, inside of a dead worm? Oh my god. I am stupid. But yeah. Like, why is that necessary? That shit's disgusting. I mean, I got everything right, but still. It's gross. Wait, I was gonna finish my house. Why am I going to the nether? I mean, do you want to see my nether spawn? I mean, it's ugly. That's fine. My house is also ugly. That's fine. I need a piece of flint. Fuck. How much gravel is this gonna take? It's gonna take me like 30, I know it. I feel it in my bones. I don't have any food. Well, pigs, it's your unlucky day. You're getting gobbled. Thank you. Two. Took me 2 pieces. This will have absolutely no negative consequences on the surrounding environment. It'll be A-okay. Huh? Oh, I'm stupid. It needs to be 3x2. Whoopsies. Ugh. obsidian takes way too long. Like, I know it's meant to be, like, the hard block, but still. This shit's boring. It still takes, like, 10, 15 seconds with a full, like, max efficiency netherite pickaxe and shit. Alright, let's do a bullshit. Alright, don't fuck me, Mojang. Oh. Mojang did not fuck me on this. I mean, I can't see a fortress or anything from here, but not bad. I'm gonna get out of here before I die and lose everything. Well, I can take a glance. Not bad. Not bad for another spawn. And with that, I think that's about it for tonight. I gotta get off. I might see y'all again if I don't hate editing. Just one thing before I go. Alright, yeah, that's about it. See y'all. See y'all. Have fun. I don't know. Post your drawings. Post your writings. And don't use AI. I will find you, and I will hate you.